Hello guys, si Kesan. Wala sa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 4 ng larutan ng Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So, tuloy natin yung campaign natin. So, nung nag-quit tayo, nakausap na natin si Kindly Cheng. Tapos ngayon, binigyan niya tayo ng binigyan niya tayo ng ah hindi naman turan pero inutusan na tayo yun na lang. Parang chore. Binigyan niya tayo inutusan na tayo mag-deliver ng message sa mga tauhan niya. So pupunta tayo sa papasok na tayo sa World City. Hindi ko nababasahin yung blurb. Kala ko magka-crash yung game, pasaway. Okay. So ngayon pupuntahan na natin yung quest na binigay niya sa atin. So saan yung banda? Banda ron. Ay, walang pathway dito. Okay. Saan ba daan ito? Dito? Layo ah. Okay. Riot Guard. The thug taps his earpiece, gestures with his head. Auntie Chang said you'd be coming. You can pass. Uh-huh. Okay. Choosing your team. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to Heyoy. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some duck wagon trauma kits into the field. Eh wala pa tayong gear. Wala pa tayong nakuwang gear. So anyway, sino ba sasama natin? Kunin ko si Isabel. Hindi pwede si Gabet eh. Ikaw na lang muna. Tapos pwede pa tayo magsama ng isa? Wala na. Cyberdeck. Ako rin may cyberdeck din ako eh. At least may item siya. Siya kasi quickness isa lang eh. Mas maganda na si Mas maganda na si Isabel. Ay si tama, Isabel. Wala naman tayong gear eh. Okay, go. Wala tayong bagong gear. You're about to travel to the World City. Continue. Oh, kailangan pumunta dun eh. Okay. City of Darkness. Kowloon Walled City, the most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells. Trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns. Improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade: drugs, gambling, black market trade, meta-human trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. And now you need to enter the septic system of a city. Find a triad enforcer named Strangler Bao and deliver a message from Kindly Chang. Okay? Wala naman tayo additional gear kasi eh. Equipment in stash. Wala tayo additional gear. Pasaway. Unspent Karma. You have Karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open the Karma screen. Confirm. Oh, meron nga. Alam ko meron eh. Ilan? Tatlo. Body, hindi. Quickness. Strength. Dito ko lalagay ito sa ano eh. Unarmed. Kailangan ko siya i-level 4 eh. Wag na lang. Foul, oily water rains down from above, mixes with the filth and offal and swill of the streets, turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognizable sewage. In the distance, the sound of back alley activity and add to the ambience at your arrival. Breaking glass, the cracking hiss of a garbage fire, faint screams of terror, punctuated by the occasional gunshot, sex and business and violence, and misery blended into one. Ano ba yan? Ang gulo. So parang parang Batasan Hills, ganon. Wu winces at the sink. Ay, Wu winces at the stink, waves a hand in front of his face. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one foot in this place? Who knows? He'd have to be insane to travel to the walled city, as I think we said. It's the worst slum in the eastern hemisphere, maybe the worst in the world. She does her best to suppress a shudder. Can't keep the can't keep the dread from creeping into her voice. Can't believe I grew up here. Sorry to have to drag you back. Then I'm glad I brought you. You know the place. Uh, some home. Okay, so tama. Isabel looks around her, closes her eyes. I wish that I didn't. She peers up at the catwalks and sky bridges that connect the rotting tenements, sagging architecture. Frowning, she points to a spot in the distance. There was a market over there when I was a kid. Might not be a bad place to start. I thought you knew where to find Strangler Bow. I do. We need to get into the Lotus Den. That's what's That's what Bao calls the little island of control that he's carved out for himself here. It's a stupid name, but it's stuck. He'll have guards posted at every entrance, but we might be able to find a way around them through the market. That's what kindly would prefer. They probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the guards, hand over the message, and get the hell out. Ano ba yan? Ano naman? Konting control naman. Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao is the only one that has to live. But I'd rather keep Auntie Cheng happy than piss her off again. That'll be up to them. This group's safety is my biggest concern. We don't need to risk our necks for a bunch of triad thugs. We may need kindly Cheng, but she doesn't own us. We make our own decisions. Ato to, sige. Ay. Shit. I mean, ay. Okay. I like the way you think. The Decker looks around her, wrinkles her nose. I want out of this place as fast as possible. Damn right, let's do this. So, objectives. Do not kill any yellow lotus. Teka na. Do not kill any yellow lotus. Duncan and Isabel must survive. Deliver the data stick to Strangler Bow. Okay, so save ko muna. Hindi sapat para sa akin yung ano eh. Yung autosave. So, okay. Dito muna. So, paano to ngayon? Wala naman tao so far. Wala pa tayong makakausap so far. Banda dito. Wala naman. Ano yun? A putrid stench emanates from the remains of the building. You see nothing that would cause it. The vendor, merchant. A bedraggled old woman looks up from her sewing at the sound of your approach. Clothing. I have good quality clothing for sale. What's the news here? Anything interesting? Ever heard someone say prosperity is in the world city? Back away. Later, lady. Ata. Hindi tayo ba, pwede basta magtanong na kung ano-ano eh. Mahirap na eh. Interesting. Here? No, nothing changes here. Nothing changes. She settles her weight with an audible harumph. Strangler Bao is the big man now. He is ano? He is very important, very impatient. You know Bao? Yeah, we're real close friends. We'd love to meet him. I hate the bastard, so we'd love to meet him. Well, he requested a suit, and it took only a day longer than expected. The bastard refuses to accept it. She spits. You see your friend Bao? You tell him that he still owes me for my time. I don't sew for nothing. You don't eat air. You can't eat air. We'll get right on that. She nods sagely. You see that you do. Now what else do you want? Ever heard someone say prosperity is in the world city? She cocks her head like a dog listening to a noise that it can't understand. Prosperity? She sounds it out to herself. I don't know what that means. Okay, walk away na. Walang ano. Wala tayong napala doon. Ako, may tao dito. Ito. Blooded woman. Sige, kausapin natin. Over here! Help! A young woman lies on the ground. She's a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag on her shoulder, you'd make her out as a student. She's as out of the place here as a librarian would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. Ano yun? Ano siya? Blooded woman. When the woman sees you heading her way, her face hardens. You see her hand slip into her jacket pocket, as she studies your faces. The fear in her eyes gives way to curiosity. You guys don't look like you're from around here. A hacking cough shakes her, but her eyes remain fixed on you. That's right, we're out of towners. What happened to you? You either. Who are you? Sige, ito na lang. I'm a student at Hong Kong University. He glances around watchfully over your shoulder at the buildings looming above her, into windows nearby. Doing some research. Gotta finish before I can leave. This place is dangerous. What are you doing here? You look like you haven't slept in days. What kind of research? Sige, what kind of research? I-push na natin yung luck natin. Marites mode. Fieldwork. I've been lacking readings. I've been taking readings and gathering stories for my master's thesis on Feng Shui in the Sixth World. Etiquette Academic. Still in the data gathering phase? Or are you attempting to verify a hypothesis? wala akong ano eh. Wala akong nung etiquette na yun eh. What's Feng Shui? What does Feng Shui have to do with a slum? So, sige. Everything, I think. Absolutely everything. Rich people hire geomancers to design the interiors of their homes. To attune them just right, to achieve balance and harmony. The poor have nothing like that. Leave a slum to fester long enough, and you get this. She glances at her surroundings, a look of profound disgust on her face. I think that the negative feng shui of places like this affects the people who live here. That it changes them in a fundamental way, makes them less capable of breaking the cycle and getting out. That's what I'm trying to prove. Before the awakening, people thought of feng shui as a philosophical system. Now in the sixth world, it's more than that. It's actually a form of magic. O yan, yung experience natin dito sa unang dalawang game, yun nga, totoo na ang magic dito sa game na to, sa mundo ng game na to. The whole thing revolves around Ki, the invisible life energy that binds every person and thing together. It's very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only real because people believe that it is. The important thing is, it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There is an entire industry that's grown up around it. So how's the key in this place? This doesn't look like a place where people are harmonized with anything. Ito sige. No, it isn't. Not at all. The feng shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, just look at the place. She gestures at the squalor surrounding you. This key is all wrong here. The key is all wrong here. You can feel it, right? I felt that something was wrong the minute I walked in. Bad key, huh? Key needs to flow. Positive feng shui allows that to happen. If key gets pent up and trapped, it goes sour. That's what's happening here. The woman clears her throat, then lets out a hacking cough. The effort requires a moment for her to recover before she speaks again. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running well, I guess you'd call it an experiment of sorts. Nothing conclusive. Just a few quick traits to support my trials to support my hypothesis before I go into hardcore data gathering mode. Binigyan tayo item na yun. Crumpled note. Yan, basahin nga, tingnan natin kung anong crumpled note na. Data stick, ibibigyan natin. The note has a list of repairs. Most of them crossed off. There are some left, scrawled in an easy hand. Sparking wires, ano yun? Trinket man. Broken water shut-off valve. Lower level. Burning tires. Fast market. Okay, so, ano, ayusin natin yung mga yon. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get out of here. She holds out a crumpled piece of paper. Please follow the notes on the sheet. Duncan takes the paper from her outstretched hand and examines it, frowning. Just say what you need us to do. I need you to make adjustments to the area's Feng Shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even small adjustments can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life here should get just a little bit better. I see what I can do. No promises. You rest, I'll take care of it. Tama to. So, paano natin gagawin tong quest na to? Repair the world city. Ano yung una? Sparking wires. Trinket man. Broken water shut-off valve. Lower level. Fast market. No, still. The young woman startles at your approach, fumbling for something in her packet. When she recognizes you, she relaxes. Is it done? No, I'm still working on it. Please hurry. I want to get the hell out of here. So, hanapin natin yung ano. So, balikan natin yung mga dinaanan nating areas. Baka andito iba. Tanungin nga natin tong ano matanda ulit. Welcome back. Need more clothes? Or of course you do. Everyone does. Walk away. Later, lady. Wala, hindi siya. So, hindi dito. So, hindi dito. Hanapin natin. Merchant. The street vendor gestures towards a jumbled pile of tarnished chains, costume jewelry, and trinkets on a stained flannel blanket. Look at these beauties. Very valuable. Very pretty. Show me what you're selling. How can you how can you stand this place? Ever heard of show me what you're selling. Ano yung items niya? Ayan. Mga shamanic items. Wala, hindi natin wala tayong gamit yan. Okay. How can you stand this place? He gives you the stink eye. You mean my name? The vendor softens, becomes wishful. In my experience, you can get used to anything regardless of how horrible it is. It just becomes normal after a while. But this place is getting worse, no question about it. Last last 20, 30 years, it's been nothing but downhill. Nothing goes right here. Maybe you can change that, though, by buying something, eh? Uh, uh, Ever heard someone say prosperity is in the world city? No, he shakes his head. That's not something that someone would say around here. Okay, walk away. Wala. Ano to? Wires are sparking dangerously just above the doorway. Intelligence, patch the worn-out wire coating. Rip the offending wires out of the wall. Isabel, can you fix this? Sige. Intelligence 2 lang naman eh. A quick patch job with some nearby waste rubber leaves the wires safe once more. Okay, nagawa natin yung isa. So, dalawa na lang. Hanapin natin kung nasan yan. So, teka. Pwede makapunta rito? Hindi pala. Hindi pwede. So, next location. Teka na yan. Burning tires. Then, ay, ito. Ano? This market stall has been picked clean. Its owner replaced by a pool of dried blood. Ano ba yan? Dito. Wala. Dito. Wala. Ayun. Isa. Ay! Hindi mo na. Enter Lotus din. Hindi pa tayo pupunta dyan. Yellow Lotus Captain. Padaan lang. Hindi kami wala kaming balak makigulo. Dadaan lang kami. May hinanap lang kami. Inaayos lang namin yung mga ano. You come upon a heavily mustached riot soldier, screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. The punk wags a cheap, disposable cred stick in the old man's face. The bright plastic case would look cheerful if it weren't smeared with blood. This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wall. Find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. They should find a nice use for you. Your choice. The old man wails. It's not fair. I can't just pack up and leave. I've been living here 22 years and Is this how it's going to be? He rolls his burly shoulders. Fine by me. Crap. Kawawa naman. is out cold. Dulo na yan. So, dali. Don't mind us, that we're just passing by. Ay, crap. A well-muscled and heavily tattooed triad member looks up from his PDA, bored but alert. Behind him, other Yellow Lotus soldiers have take notice and turn to leer at you. Crap. You're in the wrong neighborhood, tourist boy. You and all your little tourist friends. I'm a local. I work for Candy Cheng. Show some respect. The triad soldier sneers at her. That's so? Then you already know that you shouldn't be here. That fossil doesn't run things around here anymore. His hand strays to his jacket, and a conspicuous bulge in the fabric could be a gun, a knife, or a blackjack. Best get moving, little girl. Best move before we hurt you all real bad. I'm not gonna tell you twice. We're here to deliver a message to Spangler Bow. Relax, we're here to check in on the local merchant. Nothing, sorry to bother you. Ito na muna. The merchants belong to Bao now. He waves you off. Get lost. Okay, so at least hindi tayo we told you to get lost, you didn't listen. Now I'm thinking that you need to be taught a lesson. Crap! Combat kagad, pasaway, teka. Crap! Saan ba ako nag-save na malayo? Ang layo nung pinag-savean ko ah. Skip ko na lang yung mga ano. Skip ko na lang yung dialogue. Total, nakaliw naman na tayo ng konti eh. So, teka. Pasaway. So, hindi pwede dumaan kaagad doon. Pasaway. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yan? Crap, ang layo ng pinag-savean ko. Skip ko na lang yung iba. Okay, at least alam ko na yung kailangan kong puntahan for now. Dito, sige. Wala yan. Okay. So, ito na lang din. Skip ko na lang. Okay, walk away. Importante yung ano, ito. Skip ko na lang to guys. Okay. At least yung isa alam natin kung nasa nasa. Kunin natin yon. Tapos i-save ko dun. Bago tayo dumiretso sa susunod na area. ito. Okay, one down. Save ko bago doon sa area na napuntahan natin na pasaway. Ito. Save natin dito, teka. Pasaway eh. So pasaway itong mga to, so nakasave naman eh. Subukan natin kausapin itong pasaway na to. Sige, ito yung dapat na option yata eh. He pauses in mock consideration. No, I don't think so. We haven't been told to expect anyone. Charisma 3. Look, this is a message directly from Candy Cheng to Strangler Bao. They're both above your station. You wanna stand in the way of that? Let me through. Screw this. We're leaving out pa. Charisma 3. I sure as hell wouldn't. The Yellow Lotus soldier's mouth tightens. This is a trick. You're just trying to get close to Bao so that you can put a bullet in him. Etiquette, gangster. Hindi. If Candy Cheng wanted Bao dead, you wouldn't be talking to me. You'd be dead. And an army of kindly soldiers would be kicking in his door. No man, we don't do wet work. We're just couriers. All that we want to do is put a memory stick in your boss's hand and blow. No, I don't think so. You don't get near Strangler Bao. He turns away. And you don't talk to us again either. Understand? Try to pass by me, my boys, and we'll punch holes in you until daylight shines through. We're walking in there. It's either gonna be past you or over you. Your choice. Alright, we're leaving. Hindi tayo makikipag-away eh. So to, we're leaving na lang. So kailangan makahanap ako ng ibang way para makapasok. So paano? Dapat dito eh, no? Obvious naman yun eh. May daan eh. Parang obvious naman eh. Kasi kung combat, so ano yun, nabugbog ka agad eh. So paano ba to? Save. Samantala, save ko lang dito. So paano to? Teka. Let me look at the map. So hindi talaga tayo pwede dumaan doon, tapos ano eh, magti-trigger ng combat eh. Hanap tayo ng ibang route. Mukhang wala nga ibang route. Wala eh. Wala rin naman eh. Dapat may ibang paraan para makaikot dun eh. Ano ba yan? Andito na ulit tayo eh. Wala nang ibang ano eh. Wala rin items. So, wala akong idea dito ah. Dali lang. Teka. Save. Mukhang wala akong choice. Check ko lang yung time. Anyway, timer na naman na eh. So, sige. Ganda natin. Wala eh. Magbabasa-basa na lang muna ako para next episode. Alam ko kung anong gagawin dito. So, teka. Save ko lang ulit. Tapos end na natin. Hindi tayo pwede dumispatch sa kanila eh. So, okay. Quit to main menu. Okay guys, Kersan Velosa signing off. Tuloy na lang natin next episode. So, magbabasa-basa muna ako kung paano gagawin to. So, go, out.